It's like, what's the big news today? Obama. Oh, hello, this is not a spring chick. We are here out at the Venice Beach Canal areas today. So isn't this absolutely gorgeous? Meanwhile, the president's over in Indonesia, and protocol or not, when is it proper to shake or not shake? I guess they're learning. It depends on, well, what country you're in and what the protocol is. But, doesn't the president have really good advisors on that? Well, for now, we're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines, right?
The top Senate Republicans stop your remarks. Well, you know, but as long as the Democrats don't stop it, it really doesn't mean anything. Like the Beatles cave, who remains an iTunes holdout? Well, basically, it's a matter of money. That, you know, that you're either going to get signed up with one of the downloading sites. You're not going to sell much because the DVD market is totally dead in this country now, or the CD market, whatever they call them. Basically, according to General Motors, they've had record sales. Well, that's record sales in comparison to bad sales. That's not record sales, folks, no matter how you call it. October video game retail slide another 4% because what most of the people in the business can't understand, people don't have any money. It doesn't make any difference how good you do something. If you only have a limited amount of money, you can't simply put the money out. It just doesn't work. The new day at the Capitol change is coming right now. Well, don't bet on it because the Democrats are still in charge. They control the Senate, and they control the House, and they control the executive branch and judicial branch. So it's just business as usual. And then they figure that Obama's going to rule by executive orders very shortly, so it doesn't make any difference. Google Voice app finally approved for iPhone. Yeah, that's, you know, because basically iPhone is getting such a bad rap at the moment that they're trying to load up on stuff to try to cover up the fact that the last version of iPhone has a problem, still does have a problem. Walmart may help to usher in permanent free online shipping. Yeah, because I actually just saw their Black Friday things today, and we're talking right to your door at no cost. But what they're doing is they're building into the cost of shipping into the cost of product, so it's not really free. You're paying for it anyway. Then tensions flare up in Ireland, denies bailout. Well, everybody, they took a bailout. They got $100 billion. I mean, if that's not a bailout, I don't know what is. And it's because what happened was they went on an austerity program where they stopped spending, but they didn't cut any spending. The money that they still were overspending was still there, and as long as you don't cut your spending, it doesn't make any difference. California charged with terrorist aid. Democrats vow to defend her right to kill as many Americans she can. You know, it's just like, you know, well, that's the way it works with the Democratic Party, you know, that the guilty person is always the innocent person and the people that they killed. Well, if they hadn't had more than the person that killed them, then they wouldn't have been killed. Yeah. Wrangle used PAC money for legal defense. Well, that's what the money is for. That's what's PAC. You basically spend it on any bloody thing you want to spend on in this world now. Nissan Renault aims for 500,000 electric cars by 2013. The problem is they don't go anywhere. They're too expensive, and there's no charging stations really. I mean, it's an impossibility. You're going to go out in the middle of traffic, you know, in the city of Los Angeles, knowing that you can't pull your car off and recharge it if there's a problem. No, it's not going to happen. Feds propose shifting airways to broadband. Well, yeah, because they want the air. They're basically another brilliant thing. They're still trying to sell things off for cellular systems, and we're going to take all the AM bands and all this stuff away now from the radio stations, because as you know, most of the radio stations are right wing anyway. So we'll sell it to the cell phone companies, who, as they did in the last case, the cell phone companies just took it and parked everything because they had no need of it. But by parking it means nobody else could use it. Okay, what do we got here? Let's see. Unions are opting out of Obamacare. Yeah, well, that was sort of a real gimme that they were going to do that, because, I mean, even AARP has told their employees that they're going to have to change the way they're doing business because they can't afford it now. And everybody knew that it works this way. You can't add 32 million more people to a system that's overfilled to begin with and not charge more money. The businesses don't have the money to pay out, so they're basically dropping systems and causing people to spend more money. Death toll from Indonesia claim volcano action. Ooh, my foot. Oop, that was not good. Let's see. I lost my track. Death toll from Indonesia volcano rises to 275. It's growing because, actually they did finally admit today that the volcanoes may be doing more harm to the atmosphere than man, but just the fact that they'll find some way to blame George Bush for the volcanoes going off. Ghetto detainees acquitted on all but one after civilian trial. Well, everybody in the country, everyone but the Obama administration knew that was going to happen. But then again, the Obama administration probably didn't care because they had given a choice between Americans and Muslims. The Obama administration always sides with the Muslims over the Americans. But they did find the guy guilty of thinking about blowing up the building of which the 288 people were killed in. It seems logical if you blow the building up, you kill the people, but that isn't the way it works. Let's see, the lame duck Senate will vote to repeal the military gay ban. They don't have the votes to do it, but if they don't do it, Obama is expected to do it by executive order because George Soros has deemed now that this is how it will be done in this country. Basically, Senator Murkowski becomes the first write-in senator since 1954. The problem is that the write-in campaign was done in an illegal manner, and it basically is going right back to the Supreme Court. Once again, what makes things funny is Murkowski has decided that she supports the Obama administration on his things, which they knew that was going to happen, because she's pissed off at the people on the Republican Party for basically saying we were going to support Miller versus her. Well, she lost the election, folks. Court weighs whether a man can be forced to take medication. Well, under Obamacare, you don't have any choice in the matter. You will take the medication whether you like it or not, folks. Let's see, wreckage of F-22 fighter jet found in Alaska, pilot still missing. Well, he's on a training mission, and he's been missing for a couple of days now, so it's not a good sign, because that gets downright cold up there. Los Angeles City Council votes to put oil producer tax. Well, yeah, they're going to charge people money for producing oil in California. They say it's a win-win. They either get the tax money from the oil companies or they shut the oil companies down, preserving the environment. Well, they also shut the whole bloody state down because the state can't operate. Everything, the state is spread out everywhere, and if you can't drive back and forth, and electric cars aren't going to get you out of the city of Los Angeles, and they're going to work in the city of Los Angeles. I know, here's one. Facing setbacks, Obama presses his foreign policy. Well, yeah, because he is known as America's greatest foreign policy expert. I mean, all you have to do is look at all he's accomplished since he became president. He got a Nobel Peace Prize. He basically actually hasn't done anything as a foreign policy president, but that doesn't make any difference. Feds holding firm on intrusive airport security. Well, because John Napolitano, okay, you got a choice. You either want to offend an American or offend a Muslim. Well, you offend the American all the time because, like they're saying that if everybody who was killing people were a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Swede, that would, basically, you would basically know who to look for. But since everybody tended to be Muslim, which, I hate to tell people, though, like Ann Coulter, Muslims come in red hair, blonde hair, blue eyes. She's never been to Spain, folks. Let's see, EPA tells states to consider ocean acidity. Well, basically, the EPA is going to get ready to do cap and tax. Because the Congress won't do it because they know it won't go anywhere. But see, Congress will simply override the EPA, and then Obama will simply veto what Congress has done, so you're getting cap and tax anyway. Basically, Obama recruits Baker, Kissinger to press the arms treaty vote. Well, the problem is that the arms treaty favors the other side. The idea that you're supposed to be president is that you're supposed to favor our side, not the opposition. Everybody, according to the people at the auto show, everybody wants a $50,000 green car. That's why there's so many Priuses being sold. That's why all the green vehicles are parked on, in parking lots. But I know that General Motors returns in North and New York Stock Exchange, raising $20 billion IPO. Well, yeah, the day started out at one price, the day ended up at another. It wasn't as successful as they thought it was going to be, and then they simply won't answer who bought the stock. Well, probably, like the President of the United States printed up $1 trillion in paper money. Where do you think $20 billion of that paper money went? Yeah, I can give you a really good idea where it went. But let's see, Monty Butler from Mark Twain Kingdom. When those younger than you get tired of doing the same things you're doing, then it's just plain tiring for everybody.